Hello everybody, this is August 1st, can you believe it? August 1st, 2021, on a Sunday afternoon. It is 23 degrees Celsius and partly cloudy, partly sunny. And today this is something a little different. I'm making this video in Woodstock, New Brunswick. So we're going to start down by the river and we'll cross the old train bridge and we'll come up Main Street and walk through the town, and then we'll see where we go after that, okay? Let's go. So, as our celebrations for the holidays, we decided to travel, and we came up to Woodstock from Halifax yesterday. Spent the night here. So I decided to do my walk around here today and make a video, and we're leaving to go to Halifax tomorrow, bright and early tomorrow morning. So before I go across the bridge, I'll just show you a little bit about this little area right here. That building I'm looking at right there is the farm market. Every Saturday, they have vendors out here in the parking lot. It's usually quite a busy spot right here. And sometimes they have music playing up on that area right there. I see they put a lot of effort into trees and flowers and plants and things in front of the farm market. It's quite beautiful. This is farm market. It's been around here for a number of years now. This is only a small town. I think it's about 5,000 people population, something like that. And there's a river right there, which is called the St. John River, which we'll be looking at shortly. Okay, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that this building right here is the liquor store, but it might have changed to something else. I'm going to just take a look and see if it's what it is now. No, it's actually a church now. It's called the Forward Church. So that's what's in there now. It used to be, a long time ago, it was an automotive store. It's been a liquor store. It's been a clothing store. It's been a supermarket. It's been all kinds of things over the years. So there's the farm market. We'll be walking down that way to walk across the train bridge shortly. Just wanted to take a little look at this stuff up here. The motor vehicle is in here, where you renew your licenses and stuff like that. And it used to be like a little tiny mall in there, but I don't know now. I haven't been in there. I'm not sure if there's much of anything in it now. Maybe some offices, I think, some government offices perhaps up here. And things change over the years here. It's quite fast, really. They go into business and then they don't make it, and something else tries it. That big building right there is the Royal Canadian Legion. And I think that place right there is it used to be a hairstyling place. I'm not sure now if it's still a hair place or if it's something else. We're going to see if there's any signs on it. It might be out of business. Woodstock downtown is a dying place because everything has moved out to the highway, which I'm going to show you that later. And I don't see any signs on that building, so it may be nothing now. And CJ Radio used to be right there. I'm not sure if it is now or not. I guess it's something else now. It's called Pure Country 104. They're still in that location. That's the radio station. Coffee Basics, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, that big building on the corner used to be a department store a long time ago. And that building right there looks like it's out of business. It was a lot of different things over the years. Sears had an office in there and a little store. Oh, there was so many things. A different furniture company was in there. There was all kinds of stuff over the years, and I think a Rcmp was in there one time. And mostly all these stores are gone now. They're out of business or closed or falling down or torn down or something, because I will show you the cause of that later, okay? The last end of our video will show the new area up on Connell Road by the highway. That's where everything is now, and all the stuff that used to be downtown that made a thriving town has vanished. Except the Legion is still here, and a few of the old places that will always be here are here, but most of the stores are gone. Saturday afternoon, it's a ghost town in downtown Woodstock. There's nothing, almost nothing. There might be something, but very little. You can't keep anything going because there's no foot traffic, because this is pretty much a car town. You have a car to get around here. Walking is not a great option. You can live here without a car, but walking is not great because you have to drive to everything you want to go to. Stuff that used to be right downtown is no longer down here. And so anyways, I'm going to continue on. It's a beautiful location here. Woodstock is located right on the St. John River with hills and trees and valleys and all kinds of natural beauty. It's to drive through here, it's a very beautiful place. But to live here, well, I don't know. I guess a lot of people live here. They like it. As a former resident, I can say there's not a lot of employment here, and there's not a lot of things to do here. I will show you where most of the stuff is, like I said, later in the video. For now, let's just concentrate on the beauty of the town instead of the negative side of, the downtown moving out to the highway. It's happened in a lot of places. This isn't the only place that fell victim to that. Okay, this used to be a railroad track a long time ago. In this town's heyday, when there was lots of industry and lots of things, this was the railroad track. Every day a train came up, more than once a day. The freight trains traveled on it, and also a passenger train traveled on this track. And there's the farm market again that I showed you at the beginning of this video. We're walking behind it now on the old train track. The train track is long gone. I think this is a walking trail in the summer, and maybe a snowmobile trail, but I don't think so. I'm not sure. I think it was at one time, but now, well, I don't know. It might be a snowmobile trail. Can't really say because I don't live here, and I'm not sure. That little river right there is called the Moduxnikeg River. Hard to say. It's probably a native word likely, but it's pronounced Moduxnikeg River. And now we're out on the old train bridge. Let's take a look at this boat going in the water. You see how nice and calm the St. John River is. It's quite a wide river. Very beautiful, picturesque place. This town is actually really a beautiful place. As far as beauty goes, it's really nice. And the town has done a lot to it over time to make it more beautiful. And we'll explore some of those things that's here that made this town such a beautiful place. This train bridge has been really fixed up. I remember we used to walk across this before these boards were here. Just the rail, the railroad ties and the track was here. Then they took up the track, and there's no trace that there was ever a train station down here. There was a train station here once, and passengers got on the train and went to different destinations. But that is a long gone thing. There hasn't been a passenger train through here probably in the last, it's safe to say, the last 50 years probably. There hasn't been a passenger train here. And there hasn't been a freight train probably for close to that. For sure. Yeah, probably. Oh, I'm guessing probably 50 years since there's been a train of any kind went down through here. Back when I was a kid, there was a train. I remember it, but it's been a long time ago. Anyways, we're going to go down through here now and start at the lower end of town on Main Street and work our way up through Main Street. And we'll have a look and see what's still here and what's not here. Some stuff is still here. There's the Royal Bank building. I remember when that was built. That's still here. That building right over there is a bar, nightclub bar, sports bar, whatever you want to call it. That's a bar right there. That's all it is now. There used to be two things in there. There used to be a coffee shop on the right-hand side going in, and a sports bar on the other half. The coffee shop closed and the sports bar took the whole building over. So that's what's there. That building right over there was a restaurant. It was called I think it was called the Log Cabin Restaurant. It's now a used car salesman. They only got 4 cars in the car lot, but it's a used car salesman. And we'll continue on up through Main Street. We got a lot to cover today, so I can't go into details too long in one place, because even though this is a small town, it's a beautiful place, and there's a lot of things here. Okay, this building right across the road. The lower one on my left, that was a laundromat. There was something in the middle, I'm not sure, and I'm not sure what the other one was. I only know the end one was a laundromat. That building right there used to be an automotive store. That's just a private house now. So that bar is called O'Corey's Unicorn. That empty spot where the 2 trucks are, there was a building in there that housed several things over the years. My first recollection of that building was a restaurant There was a video store. There was a pop store. We used to have a company called the Pop Shop, and they had their own brand of soft drinks, and that was a store for that. Then it became a variety store. It became a variety store, and I don't know what the last thing was in there, but when the last thing moved out, they tore the building down, and now it's just an empty parking lot. And I guess those trucks belong to somebody around the neighborhood here, and they park them there for the weekend. This is the Scotiabank. We walked by the back of it a while ago. And this is the front. Nice looking building. Been here for a few years now. That building right over there is the New Brunswick Community College. That's one of the bigger buildings in this town. And it has quite a few students there from all over, come here every year to take courses. And it's a large employer too, because it employs all the teachers and janitors and different staff that makes that place work. There's a cafeteria in there. They have to have the staff for that. So that's what that is, New Brunswick Community College. Okay, let's walk over the car bridge now. We've already covered the train bridge, and we'll look back over at it from down here. Oh yeah, I want to show you something before I go uptown. This is a scenic little walkway along the river. I see some people right down there fishing with fishing rods and things like that. So it's this was added later. One time this was just an old path down through here full of weeds and rocks and things. They fixed it up, built a retaining wall there for the bank, and then they fixed up this trail, put rocks along the side, made grass, and somebody mows it. Kind of keeps it tidied up. It's just a walkway, a little walking spot that goes through to the train bridge. So I won't go all the way down because, you know, time, and we're trying to cover everything. So there's the old train bridge, and right across the river from Woodstock is called Grafton. It's not really a town, it's just a little community of Grafton across the bridge. And that little place that I told you was a plaza once, it's actually called Bicentennial Place. You can see it from here. And next to it is the Greco pizza place, which has been there a long time now and it's still in business. So that's good. This river is prone to flooding in the spring when the ice goes out at the river in the spring and the water reaches high levels. And there was an older type steel frame, your traditional old crisscross metals, and that got washed out by the ice one year, and this new bridge was built. It's arched up in the middle, so it'd be very hard to wash that bridge out. Okay, so we'll continue on. My son is walking around here with his drone, trying to video something with his drone. And if it turns out that he gets some good footage, then we're going to combine that in with this walking video and show you some drone footage. So whether or not that works out for him, I'm not sure, but he's trying to do that today. It's a little bit windy. He may decide against it, but he might do it. So here we are going over the Moduxnaquag River again. The Trans-Canada Highway is out that way. If you follow that The next to Keg River right out, you'll come to the highway. There are roads for cars, but you can get there walking out along the river. Okay, now I'll show you another little improvement area along here. Believe it or not, this little town has a boardwalk. Hard to believe. It's not very big, but it is a boardwalk. So we're going to now explore the boardwalk. It starts with these set of steps right here, and some flowers and a guardrail. It says facility usage for sitting down and doing things and walking, and reminders to keep your distance and all that because of the COVID. There's the flower bed, and that little flag is the New Brunswick's flag. I will zoom it down here a little bit. That is the official flag of New Brunswick. They got several of them there stuck in the ground. There's a lot of boaters make use of this river because it's very nice. It's calm most of the time here. Great for boaters. And a lot of people use that. And here's a nice little spot right in here. You could come down here if you got a coffee or something. You want to just sit here and have a lunch or just talk. You can get out of the sun. And there's 2 tables in here and a garbage can. I do notice the absence of litter, so people are really conscious about not throwing garbage around, which I like that. Love that idea, that concept of not making a mess. So that's good. This boardwalk don't go very far. It just goes down to the bridge. That's as far as it goes. So I won't walk all the way down. I'll just gotta take a few shortcuts here and there to cut back on time, if I can. Here's another. Oh, this is where you put your doggy-doo, in this little box. How about that? They got a special box for that here. Can you imagine? Okay. This is the parking lot. It's free. You can park your car here. And I see my wife is in the area because I see our car over there. So she's in the area somewhere, and my son is wandering around with his drone. So here's what's in this building where Greco is. King Street Sports, Greco Pizza, and a fashion store, a woman's fashion store. All right. This building started out as Thompson Insurance Real Estate. Now I don't know if it still is, but it might be. And this right on the corner has been a drugstore forever. Far back as I can remember. No, I can remember something before that. Before this was a drugstore, this was a music store. Believe it or not, this town was big enough to support a good-sized music store. It was called Jones Music Store, and I think they branched out into some furniture items like televisions and stuff like that later. But the music store business was good at one time. I'm pretty sure this is the building that was Jones Music Store. I will see when I get around the front. It could have been one of the other ones that joins it. Like I don't see them, it was that big. So the pharmacy now takes in what would have been probably 3 shops at one time. Now it's all the drugstore, Guardian Drugs. You can see where the different doors are. There's one there, and one there. So now this place is called Kirstead. Oh, sorry, the drugstore takes in two spots. Now on this spot we got Integrity Home Health. Oh, it's the same thing. It's part of the drugstore. Home health services like canes and things to help people with mobility and all that kind of stuff. Okay, So there we have it. The drugstore. This restaurant is still surviving. Walter's Table. We've eaten in there a couple of times, and it's still here. And there's a lawyer's office. 3 things on that corner. And that over there is the home hardware store. An oversized store for the amount of business they get now, but it used to be busy once. And they are relocating. Well, I've seen they're out near the Walmart where the new store is being built. So that big building right there will be empty whenever that new one opens. There's a sushi restaurant. I didn't know they had enough call for that here, but apparently they do. And there's a health food store right there. Almost missed that. This used to be a barber shop for a lot of years. Now it's for rent. Whatever you want to put in there now. I remember for one brief period it was a real estate office. And then it became a barber shop, and it stayed a barber shop for a lot of years. Creative Cosmetology Institute has moved into this building. All right, you see this empty spot right here? This was 2 or 3 different buildings over the years, and maybe more. So they call us the Help Rotary Free the World from Polio Rotary signs. Oh, it's just an advertisement. I don't know if this area is called anything. It's just a field of grass now. Could be made into a nice little park, but so far it hasn't been. There was a couple of stores in here, and this area was storefronts up this way to the corner, and then there was stuff going down the street down that way. And that street is called Queen Street, by the way. So we'll keep on touring the big city here. We'll go past Queen Street now. This right here was Stedman's, which was a department store. Something like a Walmart store, but scaled back a long ways from that. And it seems to me now it's a real estate office. They have moved into the old Stedman's building. And there's also the Canada Border Agency is in here. Border Services has an office in here. So some of these buildings are being used. I believe that was Joe Lynn shop that used to be here. Not sure. So anyway, it's a ladies' fashion store and another real estate office over there. That little building right there on the corner, for years and years and years, that little building was the Salvation Army Church. And then it became the TD Bank. And I think there was a real estate office in there, but I'm not 100% sure. And now it's an eyeglass place, River Valley Vision. Okay, and this is the Bank of Montreal on this side. So you can see there is stuff here. It's not hopeless, but one time this was full of stores down here, and there was lots of things to do. There's a financial place to make small loans to people. I guess something like payday loans and that kind of stuff. First choice lending, not a place you should probably visit. There's a little thrift store, thrift shop. Changing Hands thrift shop. So that's good. This town became a town in May 1st, 1856. So that sign says. This must be a accounting office. 4 accountants working in there together. Beauty Alley Beauty Boutique. Oh, Alt, sorry, not Alley, Alt, I didn't see the T. Alt, maybe for alternative. Beauty Boutique. Makeup application, makeup lessons, and airbrush tanning, and so on. Okay. Another ladies' store. Oh, this is a local consignment store. You can bring stuff in and leave it and put it up for sale and things like that. Okay, so that's good. I can point out a lot of changes over the years that's occurred here. This is a tattoo shop. I have no idea what it was before that. This is the post office. The employment center used to be down the bottom, and by all indications, it might still be there. Let's take a look. Outback Joe's Tattoo and Piercings. All right, so let's see what's down below here. Whether this used to be the Canada Employment Center, right there. Service Center, Services Canada. It still might be. It doesn't say, it's just, okay, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency's in here, and a Service Canada. It could very well be the Employment Center is still there. It was in the bottom of the post office. That's the post office, and that's the multi-purpose bottom floor. And that right across the street is the Woodstock Public Library. And we're on Regent Street. Anybody would like to know? All right, the library over there. We'll cross the street soon and have a look at that. But for now, we'll just stop right here at the post. The Government of Canada. I guess there's more than just the post office here. This upper door is the post office, and the rest of it is the Government of Canada building. So this is your Canada Post office, and this right here, I think this church is the Anglican Church. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll get up here. Yes, St. Luke's Anglican Church. There's this building right here. St. Luke's Anglican Church. Doesn't say how many years it's been here, but probably a long time, judging by the looks of it. That big church right there was the United Baptist Church. But they built a new church, and it's farther up, and it's in another location. And I guess this was the parking lot for the church. So as near as I remember, what I remember of it, that was the parking lot for the church. Okay, that right over there is the courthouse. It's still the courthouse. That was the Carlton County Courthouse for many years. As far back as I can remember, that was the courthouse. And it still is. Still is the courthouse. That street right there is Prince Albert Street. Here's a picture talking about the United Baptist Church that was here. Since they moved, I guess they put a plaque up here talking about it. It looks like it was built. The first Baptist church was organized here in 1834. However, the first Baptist meeting houses in Woodstock began in 1813. And the church that was built in 1834 was destroyed by fire in let's see, trying to get my date straight here. The revival style building was finished in 1885, replacing a church destroyed in the Great Woodstock Fire of 1881. So Woodstock had a major fire here in 1881 that burned down a lot of things. It looked like they bounced back pretty good from that. So maybe there's hope yet. Maybe they could bounce back from all the people moving out at the highway and get this town regenerated again. It's a nice town, it's just that all the stuff moved out the highway and now the downtown is kind of dead. But that fella walking there seems like he might be a bit of trouble because he's snooping into everything as he walks up and down the sidewalk. He's going in people's properties and looking at things. Not a good way to behave. All right, I get to this crosswalk. I'm going to cross the street because we've reached the upper end of the business section of Woodstock. And that's what we're covering right now. So we'll walk across the street. That is downtown that way. Okay? Can't see it because there's a hill and it goes down into the hill. So we'll walk across to Prince Albert Street and we'll walk back this way. A side view of the courthouse. That's a big building. It's a courthouse, as well as a jail. You can see the fenced area behind the courthouse is where the jail is. Probably the second building, maybe, not sure. But I know there's a jail here somewhere. It's either back of the courthouse or it's over there. One or the other. But anyway, that's the Carlton County Courthouse. A big old building, been here a long time. And there's a cannon from probably, I don't know, probably World War I maybe, more than likely, but you never know, could be World War II. And this is the place where on November 11th, we have our Remembrance Day celebrations. Right here, there's Carlton County Courthouse, if I can reach it, there it is. Carlton County Courthouse. And this is called the Cenotaph, and this is where everybody comes up here and marches. There used to be a lot of ex-military people marching up here, but since it's been so long since the wars, there's not a lot of military people. There are some. Then there's a lot of cadets and Boy Scouts and Cubs and Girl Guides and policemen and all this kind of stuff marches here too. And they have a service every November 11th, right there. Okay, we'll keep on down the Main Street. Another shot at the Anglican Church across the street. All right, now here's the present day TD Bank. Remember I showed you one just down the street there where I said it used to be the old Salvation Army Church. Well, it used to be the TD Bank. And then they built this nice bank up here, a beautiful little building, nice parking lot. And they moved up here. So anybody doesn't know where Woodstock is located, because I live in Halifax, you come up going west on the highway, and when you come past Fredericton, it's about another hour's drive from Fredericton coming west, as if you're heading towards Quebec border. You'll come to the town of Woodstock. There's a lot more yet to see in this place. It's I won't say it's dead, it's just the downtown's a little bit dead to what it used to be quite several years ago. The downtown was thriving, and there wasn't a whole lot out by the highway. Now when you see what's out at the highway, you'll know why the town isn't thriving, because everything that would be downtown is out at the highway now. So this is Tim Hortons, our one and only downtown Tim Hortons. As far as I know, Woodstock has a total of 3 Tim Hortons. They've got a big truck stop down by the lower end of Woodstock, I would say, down by the Beardsley Road area. They have a truck stop there, and there's a Tim Hortons in there, and there's a Tim Hortons here, and there's one out at Carlton Mall, which I'm going to show you that area after a little bit. Okay, so that right there is an extension on the public library. That's the old part right there. The new part isn't completely done yet. I don't think it's open yet, but if it's not, it soon will be. That's the extension on the public library. Libraries have to change because with the computer age, people don't need libraries to find information anymore. They can just look. I can look something up on my phone quicker than I can walk to the library and find out about it. So they have to change if they want to stay active. And they are changing. They serve a lot more functions now. Some have recording studios in them. I know the one in Halifax does. And they provide a lot of services. And probably this one will do the same as those ones do. If they want to stay open and keep running and keep people in there. They're sponsored by the government, so I guess they could stay open if nobody came in there, but that's not ideal, because you're going to have a library, you want people to come in and make use of it. So, okay, right now I'm in front of Tim Hortons, and my son is wandering around, and my wife is wandering around, and I'm going to go into Tim Hortons and get a coffee and see if I can reach them and maybe hook up with them, and we'll go out and do the Connell Road area where it's all built up, and we'll look at maybe a truck stop down on the highway, and there's lots of stuff down there too. It's quite a busy spot, and that will probably conclude this video. So hang in here with me. I'm just taking a little break. When I come back, we'll be doing another area of Woodstock. I gotta wait for the traffic to clear before I can get out. There we go. All right, so this is it for the Tim Hortons coffee shop, and now we're going out. Now we're going out the door and finish my video downtown Woodstock, and then we'll be going out Connell Road. Make sure I'm lined up here good. Yep, okay. So back down Main Street, and I just realized while I was sitting there having coffee, there was one street I didn't walk down. I walked up to the other end of it, but I didn't walk down it. So I'm going to go down to the next intersection and turn left and go down that street. How I forgot that one, I'm not sure, but I did. Went right by the end of it. Well, it's a great day for a video. It's not too hot, not too cold, a little bit of a breeze. Not too much wind so it makes a noise in the mic. Just perfect. Sun and clouds. Rain tomorrow as we journey back to Nova Scotia. Yep. So we're going to make a left right here. And we are on Queen Street. Now, crosswalk and then we're on Queen Street. At one time, all this grass area was stores. There was probably 3 more stores at least in this spot. Well, that's what they do here when they close the store down. They tear it all down and plant grass. We would have a Woodstock Park here before long. Oh yeah. I just wanted to show you what little place has been here for years. The Dixie Lee Fried Chicken has been in that location ever since I can remember in Woodstock. That has been here. That's a permanent fixture in Woodstock. The Dixie Lee Fried Chicken has been here forever. That building right there used to be the Capitol Theater at one time. And then there was a restaurant in there, and there was a little plaza-like place with 2 or 3 shops in there once. Now it's all gone. But anyway, Dixie Lee has stood the test of time. They've been here forever, and they're still here. It'll be the last thing to go in downtown Woodstock. It'll be Dixie Lee. So we're going down Queen Street. This used to be Sears. No, Sears was down here. This was a long time ago. That was Canadian Tire right there. Then Canadian Tire moved out to the highway. And that was Sears. Oh, I don't know what it was. I'm not sure. 2 or 3 different things for a while. This used to be Sears' office, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I got the 2 mixed up. This was Sears for quite a few years. And then Sears, I don't know if they relocated or just closed down their office in Woodstock. I'm not sure. This is a store now. Let's see, what is it now? It's a summer sidewalk sale. Oh, some kind of a variety store. What is it?
It's Cafe Basics.
Oh, okay. Coffee's Basics. Yeah. Maybe something like a dollar store or something like that, maybe. It's a furniture store. That used to be the Bugle office, which was the local newspaper here in Woodstock. And I see it's no longer the Bugle office, so I'm not sure what's in there. It used to be a hair place too, didn't it?
I don't know. I've only known it as the Bugle office.
Isn't that where we went and got haircuts before?
No.
No, Melissa, was that her name? Was it her?
Ain't where she was, no.
Oh, I thought she was right in there.
No.
Oh. I thought that's where her shop was.
No. Her shop was in the building where the movie theater used to be.
No. Well, I walked by this earlier, but that's the Royal Canadian Legion. And we're just heading down to the parking lot now. We're going to take the car and drive to another location in Woodstock and do another video to add to this one to show you another part of Woodstock and all the businesses that has gone out there that used to be down here. Well, some are new, but a lot of them were down here and they relocated. It's a mixture of relocated and new. Well, I guess I'm going down the stairs. I was right in line with them, so I guess I'll take them. There. I think, as far as I know, the parking is free everywhere in Woodstock. There's no parking meters, there's no boxes, there's no collection of fees of any kind for parking. Parking is all free here. Which is a good thing, because anything that'll get some business down here is good. Free parking usually helps. Yeah, we just give a little shot looking out over the river, and then we'll get ready and drive up to the other part of Woodstock that we're going to video. All right, heading back to our car, and we'll end here for now. Okay, we're in the car. I'm going to just video our drive out Connell Road, where we're going to do another walking part of this video. Okay, so we're going to drive to there, because Woodstock might be a small place, but it's spread out quite a ways, and it would take a long time to walk it just to show you. So we're gonna drive out there, and then we'll park, and then we'll continue on with the video. I might not even shut this off when we get out there. I'll just keep it going and we get out and start walking again. That's probably the best way. Then my son won't have to rejoin all these pieces if I keep it going. I'm hot. I got my denim jacket on, and it's quite warm today. But in my jacket is my things in my pockets, and I didn't want to take it off, so they wouldn't have the pockets to carry my stuff. So, sacrifice I got to make. I got to be hot to have the pockets. It's not super heavy. It's a light jacket, but still it adds to the heat.
Camera up.
Yeah, my wife is reminding me to hold my camera up high so people can see out instead of seeing the dash of the car. If I hold it right up here, you'll be able to see the road really good. Give me a chance to have a little bit of my coffee while we're driving. I know I'm not driving and holding my camera and drinking coffee. That'd be pretty hard, but it'd be dangerous too, wouldn't it? My driver is this lovely woman over here that you've seen in a couple other videos. Right there. What would we do without her? I don't know. She keeps me straight. Well, I must say Connell Road is a nice road, smooth drive. Trees all along. Sidewalk, yeah. I can't say anything bad about Woodstock. It's a nice, clean town. It's well taken care of. It's just the downtown that's lacking in businesses, but that's the same in a lot of places. I've been in a lot of places that used to be nice downtowns, and now everything's moved out to new locations, and the downtown is kind of dead. Happens all over the place. This isn't the first town that happened to. So we're still in Woodstock, even though we're driving. It seems like we're out in the country, but there's a little plaza right there. Got some shops in it. I won't try to name them all at this speed, but there's probably half a dozen shops in there, maybe more. Some car dealerships up here at the top of the hill. Several dealerships right here. Honda, Ford, Chev, something else back there too. I'm not sure what it was. There's where the Dollarama relocated. I showed you where it used to be, and now it's located in there with Marks and Money Mart and whatever else. So this is our little plaza area. I will do a little tour of this area, and that will be almost the end of this video. Whoops, I wasn't watching where I was aiming my camera. I probably got the dash there for a couple of minutes. There's the second Tim Hortons up here. I think there's 3 altogether in Woodstock. All right, this is the plaza, the only plaza in Woodstock I got some small ones, but this is the main one. All right, now if I get my seatbelt off and get out of here all in one piece, that'd be great. Okay.
While you're walking around, I don't know if Sean's walking around with you or not. I'm just gonna go look in the.
Okay, we'll meet up here. Okay.
All right.
We'll meet here. Making plans with my wife and son to meet here later. All right. Close her up. Okay, see you guys. No. Okay, we'll start right over here where Tim Hortons is, and we'll cover the whole plaza area. All right? So there's our second Tim Hortons, and we got one more yet we can show you. And imagine that, the brick is down here. Hey, you don't see that very often in small places like this. But there it is, the brick, furniture, appliances. When I lived in Ontario, I used to haul mattresses to the brick. I've been to a lot of the brick stores. Hauling Sealy and Serta, Tempur-Pedic, Simmons, all those. I hauled all those mattresses when I was in Toronto. That's what I did, haul mattresses to big stores. And the like. There's a store called Hart. I guess it's a variety type store. I'm not just sure what all they sell, but it's a variety type store. And there's Pet Value, another chain store for like well known across Canada and Ontario. I've seen them all over the place. Easy Home is a weekly or monthly or whatever rent to own type store. They're popular all across Canada. I've seen them in Toronto, all over the place. So I guess they do provide a service to a certain market. And Shoppers looks the same no matter where you go. Their trademark sign, big store with a big entranceway. No matter where you're going in Canada, you'll see that. So there's quite a bit of shopping out here. And Sobeys supermarket is up here. And I think there's another one down that way. There's another supermarket. So there's two right in this area. One's not in the plaza, it's down a little farther, which I didn't go that far down. So we won't see that one. So we got a Sobeys store there. I'm walking out here so you'll be able to see what's there. If I walk right in close to the stores, you won't get a good view. So there's Sobeys. And then you've got Canadian Tire over there. And we'll walk out towards the highway so we can see the other stuff that's out there. Some fast food places and different things. So there's the Canadian Tire store. A good sized store here in Woodstock. Lots of automotive bays to get your car work done. I think I see 5 bays over there. And a garden center too, yeah. Okay, well, we'll walk up here. That's your car wash right there. You probably can see that anyway. It's a car wash. Been there for quite a while. I'd say it's been there more than 15 years for sure. I hope you'll enjoy watching this video from Woodstock, New Brunswick, because I'm always showing you things around Halifax, and it'd be kind of nice to see another area of the East Coast, because people watch these videos from everywhere. They're all over all different parts of the world, and not just around the Maritimes, and not just Ontario, but I got viewers in South America, India, UK, all kinds of places. So I hope you'll enjoy this. This is another little part of Canada that you haven't seen me do yet. And I don't know if there's anyone making videos in Woodstock. Probably not, but you never know. You never know whether there'll be somebody decides to do this. But I don't think there is. All right, there's Kent Building Supplies. They're a big store that's everywhere now. They're all over Ontario, Nova Scotia. They're everywhere. So, Irving, it's an Irving-owned company. All right, we'll continue on up here. So we got a few fast food places right here in a row. McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Subway, A&W. We have to take a walk in this road in here to show you where A&W is and the movie theaters and that kind of stuff. So we'll walk in there too. We're almost to that road, not quite. All right, we'll walk in towards where the A&W is. And they almost always look the same everywhere you go. It's like like Pizza Hut brand and McDonald's. The A&W's got their look. I love the A&W root beer and the frosted mugs. And their ice cream is really good too. For a long time, Woodstock didn't have a movie theater. This is a small one compared to some towns and cities, but nevertheless, they do have movies here. And looks like they got six cinemas. Now showing cinema 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, sorry. 3 cinemas. I was interpreting this wrong. Okay, 3 cinemas. Now that I'm up a little closer to it. 3 cinemas. Jungle Cruise, Fast 9, and Hitman's Wife, Peter Rabbit, and Space Jam, and Cinema 3. Okay, so this is our Woodstock Cinema, Atlantic Cinemas. Apparently a company has formed called Atlantic Cinemas. I don't know anything about that because I haven't lived in here, and I've been in Nova Scotia for 3 years, and I never go to the movies much now. We've got one of those big screen TVs. I think it's 65-inch or something like that. Surround sound. And you don't really need to go to a movie. I can sit on the couch and watch something that looks as good as if you're in the movie theater and sounds good too. So, anyways, that's the movie theater. And that's pretty much the end of the street. But I had to come in and show you it because Woodstock's got a lot of stuff. There used to be a movie theater downtown and then it closed. And for a lot of years there wasn't a movie theater here. And then this one opened up and seemed to get people's interest and they started coming again. I guess I can see that one of the point to it, sort of, all the fast foods out by the highway, because when people are traveling on the highway, it's just a step in here to all the stuff, and then they can jump right back on the highway. And if you were located downtown, you'd be missing out on all that. So there is that side to it. It's not just the side we want to get out of downtown, we want to move out here. There's a lot of highway business to be had if you're located near the highway, where they wouldn't drive all the way downtown to find a place to sell them coffee. They'll just jump right off here and go to Tim Hortons or A&W or one of these places and get something and continue on. So I think we're doing a pretty good job here covering Woodstock today, showing a lot of things that are here, new, both new and old. about Woodstock. A&W here is open at 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Not long hours for a fast food place, but I guess that's the hours they made the money. They didn't want to stay open when they weren't making any money, so. I'm not going to go too much farther up here because we're almost out of the business area up here. And this is the front of where we walked in behind before, Subway and Pizza Hut. The income tax office across the street, and something else, I'm not sure what they do. Well, we'll go just a little bit farther and then we'll turn around. Okay. That's the Rcmp station in there. In New Brunswick, the Rcmp patrol the highways in New Brunswick, as well as a few other provinces. And many of the towns have their own town police force, as does Woodstock, but they don't patrol the highways. That's the job of the Rcmp here. Now in Quebec, they got the provincial police, and Ontario's got the provincial police, and I think there might be one more somewhere that has that too. And we're almost out to the highway now. There's the exit to the Trans-Canada Highway. You can see a truck going by there. We are on Connell Road, almost to the highway. For anybody watching this video, we'll walk up as far as the Irving, see what's up there, then we'll come back. Or I may just end this video right there, because I don't need to show you the same thing again going back. Paint store, Benjamin Moore Paints. I see some of these Irving gas pumps with a store. The store is called Finn's. I think it's got a different name down in Nova Scotia, but I started seeing that up here, Finn's store connected to Irving. And there's a KFC in there. And okay, that just about brings us to the end of what's down here. Can't really show you a whole lot more. The only thing that's left that I haven't showed you is Walmart. I may add that when I get down there. So I'm going to stop for now, and I'm going to leave it open because I might want to show you one more or two more things yet in Woodstock, okay? Okay, this will be the last segment of this video. Going down the highway from Connell Road to Beardsley Road, where the Irving truck stop is.
No, it's Murray's truck stop.
I think it's Irving, isn't it? Irving big stop, something there, something. No, something anyway. It's truck stop on Beardsley Road. We're going to go down there and finish off this video. Just thought I might as well include that in the Woodstock video. It's clouded over a lot since I first started doing this video. Yeah, it's supposed to be rain all day tomorrow for our trip back to Halifax. But maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe it won't rain as much as we think it might. Well, it's been a fun time up here in Woodstock. I certainly enjoyed this visit up here and this time around making video. We'll do it again sometime when we get in the area. There's other stuff I could have done, but time doesn't permit today. We're going to be getting up bright and early tomorrow, and maybe I'll show some shots along the way of our trip back from Woodstock to Halifax. Some highlights of our trip. Maybe I'll do that. Possibly. Sounds like a good idea for a video. What do you guys say? Good idea?
That's what you want to do?
Some highlights of our trip from Woodstock to Halifax.
I'm just the driver.
She's just the driver. Oh, she's more than a driver. She likes to be humble and says she's just a driver.
Just the driver.
I could never do the things I do without her. And my son behind me, he's a big help to me. We were having fun flying the drone. He's got a nice little drone there. The camera's on it. We was having fun with that for a little while before we headed down here. And then I got to go visit my son. As soon as we get done this video, head out to his place, visit him. Maybe I'll pick him up a coffee and take it with me to his place. Might do that. There's the truck stop is actually right in there, but we have to take a road down around to get in there. Yeah, it's Irving, yeah. Thought it was.
The restaurant's called Murray's.
Yeah.
Murray's Restaurant.
Murray's Restaurant used to be down in Medictic. And then they closed that one. It was an Esso down there. They closed it. Then they opened up this Irving one. We know a lot of history of things that happened in Woodstock because we've been around here a lot. Recent years we haven't been, but we spent 15 years in Toronto and the last 3 in Halifax. I like both places. They both had good things and bad things, but mostly good. So we're now at Murray's truck stop. You'll see his name right on the restaurant. That's the restaurant area right in front of us. I'm just going to take a quick walk around here just to show what it looks like. I don't need my jacket, I don't think, for that. All right. Now I'm going to have to talk lower because my microphone is closer to my body. All right.
We'll be here waiting in the car.
Yeah. I'd say 5-6 minutes is what it's going to take to walk around this truck stop parking lot. Yeah. All right. We're going to take a walk around this Irving truck stop parking lot and see what we can. I mean, all trucks, one truck stop saves another, but this is Woodstock's big truck stop. And since we're doing a video on Woodstock, it would be only fair that we walk around here and show this place a little bit. I hear some motorcycles coming in. We might as well get a shot of those since we're right here. We might as well. It's just a couple of motorcycles, so we might as well see a shot of those. And okay, continue on out here. Take a look at the truck parking. I gotta walk in the grass because I don't want to risk being out in the walkway with trucks coming and going here. I'll walk in the grass. Look, these are all charging stations for electric cars. Look at that. I seen an Ontario car there, and Quebec, and New Brunswick. These are all electric cars. They park right in here to recharge them. Isn't that wonderful? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 charging, and these will be the transformers to produce the power for it. Okay, so I won't walk all the way around the whole perimeter. I just a little bit here to show it. That's the parking lot. They're basically all the same. You got the pumps up here, the parking back there, and a restaurant and washrooms and all that stuff. It's pretty much all the same thing. So we're around the back end of the truck stop here, and Tim Hortons is right over there, and I'm gonna go over there shortly because we're going to visit my son, and he's a truck driver, same as I was. I was a truck driver for about 30 years of my life, and he followed in my footsteps. My other children didn't, but I got 2 daughters and another son, and my son, he's more on the technical side of stuff. He's a sound technician working in Halifax in his field, trained to work in a recording studio, and knows how to mix pretty good. I made a CD a few years ago, and he produced my CD, and he did a fantastic job. So, yeah, they all went different directions. My youngest daughter up in Ontario, she works in a call center. Well, we're made our way all around. That's all there is to the truck stop here. So we'll just show the restaurant and the gas pumps, all that stuff, and we'll make our way over to the car. And then I got to go into Tim Hortons and buy coffee for my son and my wife. My other son, buy him something too. Okay, so on that note, I will say farewell for now. This is the end of this video. If you like this video, push that like button. And if you're not yet a subscriber, push that subscribe button and build up my subscribers to help me out there. And we'll see you all in the next video, okay? Bye for now.